Hello everyone, how are you today? Today I'm going to give a presentation on find out an efficient method to improve my reading skills. And I divided my presentation into 6 pieces, which include self-introduction, the reason for choosing Pilot, how is my personal project going, personal project after improvement, how I apply new method on reading, what I gain from Pilot this term. And first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Wenhao Zhang, and my hometown is in Wuxi, Jiangsu, China. And I have many hobbies like playing basketball, playing computer games, listening to music, cooking, and so on. And I'm now doing Bachelor of Arts in UNSW, uh, and I'm now major in media culture and technology. And the reason why I choose Palette, after the first term study, I realized my English is so weak and I need to improve my English skills. When I took psychology courses, I found it was hard for me to follow the teacher, and it is also hard to participate in the class discussion. And because of nervous, my English speaking is not very fluent. Also, when I read academic psychology journal articles, I find there are lots of words I do not know the meaning. The speed I read the article is very slow, and when I read a long sentence, it took me many times to understand. And because of my experience before, I reminded myself that in the future, I have to read more journal articles. So reading skills is the basic and especially important for me. So finally, I choose to do personal project on reading skills. And after I choose reading for my personal project, I set up some goals. First, I need to improve my low reading efficiency. And second, I want to expand my vocabulary. To get improved in reading skills, I design my own reading method. Every time I choose a paragraph in an article to read, I am going to highlight the words I do not know the meaning, and I will record how many times I spent reading this paragraph and count the number of the highlight words. After reading, I will try to remember these words, and after a period, like 2 to 3 days, I will read the paragraph again and use the same method, and I will record the data in a table and compare the difference and analyze the result. And in the slides, the table is an example. And as the table shows, I have less new words every time. And it proves I expand my vocabularies. But in the second column called time to read the paragraph, this set of number is irregular. In this case, I realize that how much time I spend reading a paragraph is not an indication of how familiar I am with the paragraph. So I think this is a mistake I made in designing my reading method. So my goals are improving reading efficiency and expand vocabulary. And I have attained the first one, so I need to find a method to improve reading efficiency. After a period of searching and thinking, I decided to use a method called critical reading. To read critically, for instance, I need to find out what is the author's purpose, what are the key ideas of this paragraph, what evidence is used, what arguments are there. And in my mind, critical reading is just like treat the reading paragraphs as writing, because when we write a paragraph, we should make sure our purpose, our key sentence, our evidence, and so on. And it's so similar. So after doing critical reading many times, I think my writing skills will also be improved. And This is an example how I apply critical thinking in my personal project. This is a paragraph I picked from the internet, and it is an article introduces the paint company in Australia. And I will read. My method to read this paragraph is to read it 2 times. The first time I will read it in a traditional way. I will pay attention to the frame of the paragraph, and I highlight the vocabulary that I do not understand the meaning. As you see, these green colored words are the vocabularies that I don't understand. And when I read it the second time, I will highlight the important parts of the paragraph in yellow and gray color. As you see, the key ideas I have highlighted it in yellow color, and I have highlighted the evidence in the gray color. This is the evidence for the key ideas. And so in this way, I can expand my vocabulary. And through critical reading, I can analyze what this paragraph is talking about more efficiently. And what I gained from Palette. To be honest, before this semester, I never thought of a way of learning like Palette, where students make their own learning plans. In other words, in Palette, everyone can show what they have learned. Just like the social clubs, everyone can join their favorite social club and learn from it. It is fantastic. And in the lecture and tutorial classes, we helped each other with individual personal projects to make sure that they went well. And in addition, every time I attend the class, I feel my oral English is improved by communicating with my tutors and listening to others' dialogues. And finally, thanks to Mira, thanks to my tutors, Rai and Nina. You really helped me a lot, and thanks for listening.